got a new hero in the game, a new legendary by the name of Opal. Now, I haven't read her kit yet, so this is going to be my first impressions on the kit. That's what this video is. If you check it out, 1467 is the attack. So we have pretty good attack already, A tier, crit red, B tier, everything else. Take a look here. Basic ability, strength, scales with rage. This character gains significant rage from repeated attacks on the same target. Right off the bat, makes me think clan boss. Ascension effect, basic ability, strength, scales. Let's see, same thing. Oh, grants speed up 2 for 1 turn when under 50% health. Okay, could be all right. Maybe change the turn order. Not too big of a deal on the Ascension, which I like when the Ascension's not too god tier because it means maybe you don't need it. What's that happens here? The basic actually changes to 3 different versions. So let's see here. Removes a negative effect, grants 1 rage, deals 130% damage to an enemy. Removes a negative effect, grants 1 rage, 160%. Same thing, removes a negative effect and all rage, and then deals 200%. So one gains rage, and then the other one removes it, which it spins it, removes a negative effect, and then does damage to an enemy. That's actually going to be good for clan boss also. 1, because ramping basics is obviously good for clan boss. 2, because counterattack is going to be good for clan boss, especially considering William's a counterattack hero that also is blue, so they're the same affinity. They're both going to be strong against fire. And then also, removing a negative effect is going to remove basically that bleed damage that happens to you. Now let's look here. Character cannot take more than 51% of max health and damage from a single attack. So this person cannot be one shot, basically. That's pretty interesting. That's a steel skin passive. Damage threshold block is continuing to be reduced when you level it up here, so it goes down. It starts at a higher amount. It looks like it's going to start at, let's see, 60, 80%. So normally it would be you can take up to 80%, and then it goes down to 51 when you level it here. So look at the final ability here. 200% damage to an enemy, grants joint attack for 1 turn, extends joint attack by 1 turn upon defeat of an enemy, and joint attack grants a joint attack with this character's basic ability alongside the attack of any ally. Okay, and that lasts for a turn, not for a stack. It says grants joint attack for 1 turn. This hero strikes me as somebody that's going to pair well with William, that's going to do good against the fire clan boss, and is really more of a single target, longer term battle DPS. Really what comes to mind is the clan boss the more and more I see about this. The basic attack doing 200% when it removes rage is actually a ton, and removing a negative effect is going to be pretty good as well. I don't think I'm going to chase this hero. Looking at her, I don't think she's going to be mandatory or anything. However, the joint attack is always really good, and the joint attack with the fact that the basic does so much, I could see being quite good as well. So I think that maybe looking at her, solid 6.5 out of 10. We'd have to kind of see once we get her and actually see how hard she actually hits, etc. There's a couple of discount offers going on. $50 gets you 30 shards plus enough for another 10. That's just about $1 a shard. Sure, it was $1.25 a shard, and you get some special gear charms to add onto it. That's all right. You get some meal coupons off. If you're thinking about buying it, it's a decent deal. Same with this one. Not a horrible deal, not an amazing deal. Okay, I'm not going to be buying them. Like I said, I think this hero is like 6.5 out of 10. I mean, maybe if I had her maxed out, I'd be more interested in it. I'm not thinking she's any better than the other heroes in which we already have that I'm working on. So I'm thinking I'm going to put her on the back burner. Now, one other thing I want to mention here is if you go to the summon, you know this is a 300%. I actually don't like the 300% ones. I prefer the 50% or the coin flip ones where it's like you have a 50% chance when you get a legendary to get the hero, and then if you don't get it that time, you get it next time, like Garrow, for instance. I would much prefer those events in the future. That's better than a 300% chance. That's just my own personal opinion on. She actually reminds me a lot of Andre, whose entire point is just single target damage that hits really hard with the rage type of effect. The only real difference between this is he doesn't have like a joint attack, for instance. But if you look at this same deal, removes a negative effect, etc. I'm thinking my build, if I was going to use her, would probably be Opal plus Andre, William, and then the final one. I'm not sure who the fourth would be. Maybe the bonus turns from Eve first on, since I have her, in order to get as much rage as you can possibly stack. I like the counter attack option with these type of heroes that stack rage over and over and over again. You see, if this character has rage and this attack expands, 1 rage to deal double damage. I could also see someone like Jacob being pretty good because there's a joint attack, but the difference is Jacob's the wrong affinity. I'm trying to get all the people that are maybe blue affinity together to really dump on the red boss, for instance, would be what I'm thinking. Maybe even I could throw in Lydia for that real single target damage. But overall, if you're thinking about doing the pose, I don't think you have to pull for this hero. personally. I think you could probably skip out on this one. Seems quite interesting. However, the Magic Pass I think is going to be pretty good. I'm going to get the new Magic Pass once it comes out with Hector in it, because I am one ascension off Hector, and I actually think Hector is a very exciting single target damage type of person, and he's red single target, so I could even throw him in the team when it's blue, and that would work against the red clan boss, for instance, because I'd have increased damage taken, etc. That being said, that's why I want the Ascension to get the extra max damage, which is why I'll be getting the Battle Pass this season. All right, that's it. Wraps up the video. Let me know what you think of the new hero. Let me know if there's something I didn't catch about the new hero. I'll be interested to see what you guys saw out of that kit. Love y'all, and I'll see you on the next Ace video. Please